at the video, to me, tells a whole different story because they could write anything on there. I would like to see exactly what happened. There's a lot of videos that are circulating around, and I heard things as along the line of whoever the Caucasian man is, he hit the black man first. And you know how I feel about hitting first. I feel like you're supposed to keep your hands to yourself because you can't determine how I'm gonna hit you back. And then if she's seen the video and that's her opinion of it, I want to know why should she have to step down because she said what she said and that's what she's seen.
Okay, so let's check it out.
Yeah, I want to look at the video on that. I mean, because I want to know why is it that, you know, because you wear a certain type of title, that means you're only honored to tell a certain type of truth. I feel like you should be able to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna get into like her exact situation,
right?
Because they're asking her to step down, you know. So it's interesting.
Why.
So I'm not gonna play the audio for it. We're gonna go right into the actual. I'm gonna show the. So this is like a little bit of the video.
Yeah, back it up a little bit from the beginning.
All right. So let's start.
Yeah, they should. We looking at the news. We shouldn't have a problem with anything watching the news. Yeah, I want to see the beginning of it. Now, come on now.
So they're only showing a portion. They're not showing the beginning of it. Let's see if I can find.
Yeah, I want to watch the beginning of it. I mean, that's even if somebody even recorded the beginning. Because they showing when the brawl took place.
All right. So here is the before.
Okay.
Let's see. Can you see it?
I could see it, but
all right, this is the best we can
right
get.
There. Okay, yeah. Okay, well. Yeah, that's a horrible video.
It is.
Yeah. Before, after violent fight.
Well, nevertheless, so what's happening now is that there is a whole viral situation where there is a city councilwoman who made certain statements that like are becoming of a councilwoman. So let's hear what was said. So let's go.
This white individual reaches over, says, "That's your car," and slaps my client in the face. To say that there was some coordinated attempt and that was the catalyst of what broke out, that is not the true and accurate picture of what occurred.
Where's the guy that started the fight? That he should be locked up. He should be down here.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So most of you this week have been following coverage of the assault that took place in downtown Cincinnati, and the suspects have appeared in court. But now we have interactions from within the courtroom from both the prosecutor and the defense lawyer. And I want you guys to pay close attention to what they have to say. All right, especially the prosecutor, because he makes a lot of sense, and we're gonna break that part down. We also have some commentary from the cousins of Merriweather, who is the so-called ringleader of the operation, of the assault, right? And we're going to hear what they have to say. And I can tell you right now that it doesn't sound good, and we're going to break that part down too. All right, so sit back, relax, enjoy it. But before that, I have another challenge. I would like to reach 2,300 subscribers by the end of August. I appreciate you guys' support in the last video. Means a lot to me.
Yeah, please show his please
me begging.
Channel. Thank you.
Let's get to the video.
All right.
Charged in the downtown brawl that captured the nation's attention were arraigned in court today. Jermaine Matthews, DeKyra Vernon, and Montanez Merriweather are all charged with aggravated rioting, felonious assault, and assault. Our Brenda Ordonez was inside the courtroom and joins us with the latest.
Not a word from any of the defendants, but we did hear groans from their families when investigators were recounting what they saw on surveillance. Now, Merriweather, he actually got one of the highest bonds, $500,000. Investigators claim he punched and kicked a man repeatedly. Here's Merriweather's family's reaction.
He was spit on prior to the attack. We're not saying that he did not have any involvement at all, but the things that they're saying he doing to cause the victim is not true. They have him mixed up with somebody else.
Montanez Merriweather's cousins Keisha and Desiree say they were out with him Saturday morning when the brawls broke out.
It was terrible that this had to happen this way, but I feel like things could have went a different way.
Investigators say video shows Merriweather coordinated an attack with Jermaine Matthews by whispering in his ear before going behind a man and punching him. They say the pair proceeded to kick and punch the man even when he was trying to retreat.
All right, while I don't believe that this was a coordinated attack, like Merriweather went around to everybody and conspired about how they were going to attack this person, I do believe that after that first punch was thrown, a bunch of angry black people saw a white man at his weakness and decided to take advantage of the situation and get their licks in for the simple fact that he was white and vulnerable at the moment. But you probably won't hear them say that.
The defense alleged actions in this case, would you say they furthered this alleged riot that the state is charged?
Yes, Your Honor. So I think had this not occurred the way it did, all the other participants that jumped in and began to just beat people in the middle of the street, I don't believe any of that would have happened had this was like the catalyst that set almost everything else into motion.
Investigators confirmed this particular brawl happened when Matthews was trying to break up a different altercation down the street, and a man kicked his car. Investigators say that's when things went south. Here's Matthews' defense attorney.
He confronts the guy and said, "What are you doing?" That's when, and this clip does exist on social media, it doesn't paint the whole picture. This white individual reaches over, says, "That's your car," and slaps my client in the face. That person, the alleged victim in this case, threw the first punch. Did a melee occur thereafter? Yes, but to say that there was some coordinated attempt and that was the catalyst of what broke out, that is not the true and accurate picture of what occurred.
Where's the guy that started the fight? That he should be locked up. He should be down here.
This man almost got beaten to death by a mob of angry and violent men and women over a slap. You know, and like I said in my last video, he was wrong for slapping Merriweather, right? You don't go around putting your hands on people, because here's what happened. I want you guys to learn this. When you put your hands on somebody, you open Pandora's box, because there's no limit to what that person can do to you. There's no unwritten rule that says, hey, if you slap this person, they're only allowed to slap you back once. No, you're going to put your hands on the wrong person and they might kill you for it. So unless someone is presenting a direct and an immediate threat to you or one of your loved ones, it should be hands off. Let's continue.
Investigators confirmed they are looking into that as well, but remain adamant.
I don't think it was necessary for someone kicking your car. I don't think this level of violence can just be talked away or dismissed because someone hit my car or someone kicked my car or over an argument.
He's exactly right. You know, in my lifetime, I've seen two kinds of people that react that way. People with nothing to lose and people that don't appreciate what they already have. Because people with something to lose, whether it be a house, a car, you know, a career, a reputation, a family, an aspiration, they consider the consequences of their actions and how it will affect their life. You know, as a matter of fact, they don't even put themselves in situations where they have to react that way. They don't put themselves in dangerous situations like that. You know, as soon as they see something is awry, they get out of there. That's normal. That's what you're supposed to do if you have something. You have 5 children, sir. Kids need their fathers. You know, and while you're fighting people at jazz festivals, somebody else is raising your kid. And they're wondering what happened to daddy. And someone's going to have to sit them down and explain to them that daddy did something bad and now he's going away. And the child's going to be like, well, didn't daddy love me enough to stay?
Let's talk about that from that point on. What do you think about what he's saying?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't get an understanding of the story. I can't. I truly want to see the story because I'm real tedious. I'm nitpicky like that because I might look at this story and say, maybe I feel like they overdid it. I mean, when I seen the kicks, and I'm like, for them to be just literally standing like this and nothing. I mean, they say that he spit on them, so I'm going off of what they said. But
yeah, I haven't found any videos that show the spit or the punch at first and then the melee after. I've not been able to find that. So only thing I'm seeing in the media is the aftermath of when they're all beaten down on the person. And so now they might have that video. They have not really been promoting that part of it yet. So I don't exactly. So it's almost like a thing where it's like a, well, he spit on him first, or he did this first. Well, I haven't seen that, so I'm still looking to find that. But
go back and show any of those videos, DJ, because I see a video here on it's called Cincinnati. Go to Cincinnati.com. It looked like this. Oh yes, go to Cincinnati.com. This is the video. Okay, because we can see them in the middle of the road. Cincinnati.com, and you can put say Brawl. Now this one, I think we'll be able to take a look at this because it looks like they were in the middle of the road and they were actually like squaring up at each other from what I'm seeing here.
All right, then go where?
Go to Cincinnati.com and do like a /Brawl.
Okay, let's see. Yes, not found.
Okay, so I'm on. Let me see if I could send it to myself.
Or you could just stream it from your end.
Oh, well, I'm doing it on my phone. I'm looking at it actually on my phone, but I'll look at it now. I got it. Hold on. Because
Amor, you want to come up and talk? You can. I'm gonna drop the link. If anyone has any information on what they know about this case, please come up because I don't really know. I just know what they're trying to do with the mayor and the councilwoman. I think it's wrong. So go ahead and
okay, I'm pulling it up now, DJ.
All right, just click present and then
yeah, I know how to do it. I'm trying to get to
remove.
Hold on, I'm sharing it now. Wait a second. There we go. I thought I just had it. Okay, yeah, hold on. What the hell? I got some music playing. Hold on. Okay. Can you see it at all, DJ?
It looks like an advertisement for something.
Let me see if I can find it.
All that first, and then okay, let's see.
Let me try to find it. What the hell? Let's see if one of these are it. Let me just type it in again.
It started over in Russia. Like it started over.
No, that's somebody being funny.
No. Amora is from Ohio. She
no, the guy Reverend. It can't.
No. This is Amora Lex saying one of the family members of the suspect said it was a racial targeting. No, she's in the chat saying definitely because it said something to do with a Russian woman because it started over Russia. What is going on about Russia?
Cincinnati Brawl. I had to pull it all the way up again because okay, here we go. Let me see if I can find it. I just had to pull it. Cincinnati here.
Why are you looking at that? I'm gonna just play the rest of this because
Okay.
play this because he's talking about what in his mind about how he felt. So let's go.
You know, I mean, it's just a really sad situation. And like I told y'all in my last video, like nothing good comes of this kind of behavior, and it hurts everybody. You know, so a lesson for you guys out there: consider the consequences of your actions before you take them. As a matter of fact, if you see trouble brewing, get out of there. Let's continue.
There are other ways to handle this.
Here's Meriwether's mom, Clarissa.
Very remorseful, you know, on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying if they was right or the other ones was right. Justice is gonna be done, but it may not be equally here at the Justice Center or through men, but God got the last say so, baby.
Now, investigators say Vernon was not involved in any of the arguments.
Hey,
They say
listen,
she was
Amora, come
simply
up. I know
a
you're from
bystander
Ohio.
who
Can
was
you come up
watching
real
the
quick and
brawl
tell us what's
unfold.
going on in
She
Ohio?
inserted herself into the chaos by punching a woman who was trying to help someone on the floor.
All right, so
Right. Hey, Reverend Green, how's it going?
Not bad. How you doing, DJ Queen?
Hey, how you doing?
We're
Doing
just
well.
trying to get the details of this. Amora, I'm gonna send you the link right here. Can you come up and tell us about Ohio and what's really going on in Ohio? Thank you, Reverend Green. Tell us what you know about this situation. Reverend Green, you there?
Oh yes. You want me to speak on the
Yeah,
situation?
yes, go ahead, because I'm still trying to understand what's going on. So.
I just put it up there
Oh,
too for you. Pull it up.
okay. From my knowledge, this was all unfortunate, and I believe it could have been prevented. The bars, people are having lots of fun in the very beginning, having a nightlife, and the bars tend to charge a lot for alcohol, and sometimes people convince the bartenders to pour just a little bit more, you know. And I think there was a lot of intoxication, clearly. Um, but as I see is that yes, there's always someone who's trying to start fights when there's alcohol involved. And from what is the most disappointing part about this is the story's not told in whole. It's told in fragmentation. And I've come to believe that the woman who was knocked out cold and was not mugged and robbed of her beautiful necklace that she had on her neck, none of those men were her man at all.
So
Not one. Yeah, she just got involved and she started to swing on another man, and this is when one of the men clocked her, and then the woman, who appears to be a black female, clocked her as well, and another one clocked her from the other side of the temple, and she was laid out cold. However, she was seen clearly swinging and connecting before she got hit. But none of those fellas
Who was she
were
connecting
her
with?
man.
Who was she hitting with? Who was she hitting?
She hit the one who was in front of her. She ran up and she was swinging and she hit someone a couple times in the face. Then I believe
Is that the person that clocked her back, or somebody else came up?
3 other people clocked her, but it was the third one that knocked her out.
So she hitting somebody in their face. Then
Yep.
somebody out of nowhere just come and just bust her in the head and knocked her out.
Yeah, there was even one part of the video where a woman had her wig torn off her head.
Wow.
You know, this. I've seen multiple videos, but I think the best one is how it kind of starts, where they are gonna square up. And
is this the video,
but
Queen? Real quick, is this the video?
Yeah.
All
what
right,
I was gonna say too is that multiple people try to save them. Multiple people. This is what I've seen. Get your popcorn ready.
He's 62. 62 years old. Okay, bro. I'm a 60-year-old man. We almost made it without no drama.
If you were to pause it for a hot second, there was a guy who he definitely had confrontation with, but there was the guy who was trying to prevent it. The Russian. There was multiple Russians. Clocked the guy who was trying to break it up, and that's clearly how it starts. If we could just pay a little attention to detail closely.
On this one, this is a different one. From where I'm finding it, this is like the best I could do. I'll keep looking, but
It's not only disturbing.
I can't go back to it because it's already off.
Oh no, you can go back to it. I just have it in the backstage, so you can always go back to it.
So on here is I can't. It won't let me hit the back button as if the first part like it's not.
Well, I don't know. This is weird. Like what? Let me see if I can go back.
No, it's on my end. Let me see. Cincinnati Brawl. Conscious. I'm gonna try this one right here. How do I keep getting frozen? Okay, we can try. Wait a minute. It's on a commercial, so give me a second. It's horrible. I don't know. That's because from what I'm looking at, and I'm gonna keep scouring until
I'm gonna show this one. It's another angle. This angle. Let's see if this
Later, the story continues to spark national conversations about racial tension and violence. Thanks for joining us here at 11 o'clock. I'm Cherie Palello.
And I'm Mike Dorris. 4 people now in custody. 37-year-old Dominique Kittle is the latest to be charged with felony assault and aggravated rioting. So this comes as a room full of Cincinnati city leaders today taking questions about the fight. And tonight, we've actually obtained new video showing how it escalated, sparking more questions about who's responsible for the chaos.
WLW18 News says Rachel Whalen was at today's news conference. She's breaking down the new video for us tonight. Hi, Rachel.
Well, the big question still remains, Mike and Cherie, what started this horrific fight? Cincinnati police say it's still under investigation, but they did pull back the curtain a little bit, revealing new details about the investigation, who's been charged, and who could still face consequences.
Mayor Aftab Piraval and Police Chief Terry Thigi stood side by side with community leaders.
It was an act of violence that shook us all. Let me be clear, every single person who played a role in that attack will be held accountable.
Fiji confirms 6 victims were
Oh,
involved.
he did hit him.
Men
Back
and
up.
1 woman. 6
Back that up,
suspects
DJ.
are facing charges. 4 so far have been.
Hold on.
Back that up, because it looks like he slapped or hit that man in the red shirt, unless I didn't see it right. Stop right there. Yeah.
So I'm going to like mute the sound.
See, he just hit him.
Oh yeah, he did.
Hit him. Hell no, you don't get to do that. You get to get no. It don't work like that. That's what I'm telling you about car.
All right, so they're
And then they-
arguing, and then all of a sudden, bow, he hits him.
Oh
and
no.
then
Go ahead, you can let it play. Go back from the beginning and then just let it
All right,
play.
so let's go.
Fiji confirms 6 victims were
Right there.
involved.
And
5
then he
men
got
and
stuck.
1 woman. 6 suspects are facing charges. 4
Okay, you can
so far
pause
have
that.
been
You can
arrested.
pause that, DJ.
State leader passed.
You can pause that because here's the thing to me. And I know they're not going to see it like that, but I'm definitely going to scour this tape. I'm going to scour this tape because if self-defense have to come into play, and to me, it might not be self-defense, only if it was between the guy in the red shirt and the guy that hit him. Or it could have been stand your own ground, or you hit me and I hit you back. The other guys, I see where they jumped in it. They're going to say if it's a racial thing, but if my brother or sister standing there, somebody just punched him in the face, the first thing my reflex is gonna do is hit your ass back. And I know they're not gonna be able to get away with that one. Not the guy in the white shirt, because he retaliated, and honestly, it didn't have nothing to do with him technically. Technically, it didn't, because he didn't get hit. But he really was defending the guy in the red shirt. And for me, I would look at that as built up frustration too. Like, man, you don't get to just hit him like that. But there's no, what's the defense to that? There's no defense to that.
All right.
Yeah, the guy in the red shirt was. There's when the videos are found, all together, possibly tonight. The guy in the red shirt was the one who was trying to prevent it, and the Russian did not hit initially the one who was squaring up with him.
Right.
He decided to hit the one who was, hey, let's get a, come on, man, let's chill.
So he hit the person that was trying to stop the fight.
Right.
Actually,
and then that's when all hell broke loose for them.
Jay, put it back up there.
And essentially with Holly, that's what they're calling her, but she's Russian. She too did something similar, and none of those guys are her man.
Right. So it's like a whole weird behind thing. Like what? So let's listen to what let's watch it. Boom. Wow.
No, we can't see it, DJ.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
You got the one from me up there.
Hold on.
You talk about boom.
Right, that's crazy. I'm like, man, he knocked him out. Like, wow. You know, like,
and I get so petty. I'll watch this 15 times. I get every nick and cranny of it. But we up here together, y'all.
So here we go. So she's saying, no, it's a big deal.
Yeah,
so, he slap up bow. Boom.
Right there. See, right there.
So he slapped the guy. He slapped the dude in the face, and that's wrong. Slap.
Just let it play.
There's somebody else come in, and now it's a whole brawl. Then it goes into these people are being charged. Yeah.
Where did she come from?
As time goes on, they all just get into it, and
The one with the blonde wig right here, she's the one with the grayish type of dress and has the copper wig here, and her wig got torn off by someone in the.
Someone tore her wig off?
Yeah, someone tore her wig off during that fight.
Right, so
yeah, just let it play. Even if you hit
right,
the music,
yeah,
just
her. Yeah, man,
well, it's kind of hard. You can't let it play because they're gonna be talking in the middle of it. And, all right, so he punches him. This guy jumps up. This person punches him. Somebody comes in. Boom. Now it's a whole fight. Now everybody's kind of jumping in. One fight, all fight. So foul. you know, boom, slap, you know. Now, like everybody fighting. It's a whole boom, kick to the face, whoever the hell that was.
It's so surreal that when I heard that whoever the police lady was, it was so surreal that she added so much dramatic. Oh, it's horrific. It's this and everybody involved. But you know, I'm gonna have to go back to race based because anytime I see a situation that's with a black and you know they've been brutally beat by the police department, they don't never get so explicit and dramatic. But I guess when it's their own, they get very, very explicit and dramatic, and we're not going to tolerate it. And we're going to take their whole bone soul and, you know, we're going to crack them against the bear's back. But they don't seem to take that same effort and passion when it's on the other foot to me.
All right, so now we have this guy that's like, okay, it was wrong, and let's hear what he's gonna say. It's almost to the end of him.
You heard that, right? She wasn't even part of the argument, but she inserted herself into the situation. And I'm gonna tell you why. Probably because they were white and outnumbered. And she decided to take advantage of the situation and express her hate for white people by hitting them, by attacking them. And to attack somebody that was helping another person on the ground injured. You know, I mean, that's such a cowardly act. So let's continue.
What do y'all think about what he's like pretending like that people are just attacking people without their, you know, they were just being this and doing that and just on some cowardly stuff, attacking people that didn't deserve it. Hold on.
Now you can read more about Vernon's involvement as well as this entire brawl on our website. Of course, we're going to continue to follow the story and bring you those latest details.
Well, there you have it. So this thing is still developing. I think there's still a little bit of confusion about a few things here and there, but you know, as this investigation continues, you know, some more details will be unfolded. But that's all.
All right. So the real reason why I brought you guys here is because a whole situation happened. Now I really brought his video up just to show the polarization that's happening here, right? Now, here's the situation also with the Cincinnati a senator or council member that was like, you know what, they got what they deserve, kind of like situation, right? So then you have like this interview, and to me, when I hear it, I'm like, okay, it's kind of condescending, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? And I want you guys to hear it because I'm like, okay, what's really going on here? Because just because you're a senator does not mean that you don't have freedom of speech. Okay. So let's go into it.
We saw the post. Why did you post it?
David, when I first saw the Brawl, I was devastated. But then I realized that there was more to the story. And there was, which is my point of view.
What was your point of view before, and what did it become?
Well, I had questions about why would they beat that man. I was devastated because I know that is not the way our community behaves.
Right.
And my question was, why would that occur? And it was not long after that I saw the first half of the video. And the answer was, this man agitated. David, I really feel like he came with the same attitude as the people who arrived in Lincoln Heights, coming just in order to cause trouble.
The prosecutor is saying that the people who they are calling victims were out for a birthday dinner, and they were walking through this crowd, and words were exchanged. It looks like the Caucasian guy reaches out and slaps the face of one of the African-American guys.
Yes, that's what I saw.
Is that what changed your mind?
It definitely is. Up until that point, there had been no physical contact. But I wrote what I wrote because I do believe that
She's scared to talk.
in this country we have freedom of speech, but you can't run into a crowded theater and scream fire. And
Okay, go ahead.
She's scared to talk. I want to see the rest of that too, but she's scared to talk. That's why she's not scared to talk, but you could tell she's talking with protection. Like if she was talking to me, she don't have to floor it. Just say what you got to say, because I can feel what you're trying to say and what you're thinking. And at the end of the day, she wanted to really say more. And what we might as well say, and I'm gonna just go ahead and be honest about it, whether people like it or not. At the end of the day, it will make me feel, just looking at her, just looking at that in that moment, where you as Caucasians feel like, oh, it's no big deal. I just slapped you in your goddamn face. No, goddamn it, you didn't just slap me in my damn face. The first thing you did was you took your hand as a man and you slapped this black man in the face. The next thing you did to disrespect us in front of us in all our damn face, you might as well have took your spit in my goddamn face, took your ass and rubbed it around me, because then you slapped him in front of every black person standing there. What you trying to say? You run the world? See, you got to be careful how you come at people. That's a problem to me. And I can feel what she want to say, but then people say,
so what happened is that on her IG live, she said they begged for the beatdown. I am grateful for the whole story.
But let me finish. When I'm looking at this lady, they may say, oh, it's racially profiled, is this, that, and other. No, it's not racially profiled. It's that disrespect that you guys have been doing for a long time. And what I can do, if I want to be slick, I can add in what these Africans are doing and then take it back to the reason why we want y'all to go, because the type of treatment that we get in our country from a lot of white officers in the white community, we want to get y'all out the way, so when they do stuff like that, we can hold our goddamn foot all the way on top of their head, because you cannot get away with that. I don't care how small it is. You can't do it. You can't.
Reverend Green, what do you think about what her statement is? They begged for that beatdown. I am grateful for the whole story. What do you think about that?
Wait, that's a whole nother part. I didn't see that part.
Go ahead, Queen.
No, I was saying she didn't play that part. What is this part right here? You like
this is so this is the statement that they're asking her about. So the councilwoman put on her IG or Facebook, whatever, live, they begged for that beatdown. I am grateful for the whole story. And so that's why she is being interviewed right now for that statement, and they're asking her to step down. So
okay. From what I see, again, I try to see things in whole, not in fragmentation. And what she said on IG and what she typed down, she saw the whole videos. She saw the surveillance of the city, and they see these things in 4K. It's like when the news puts on, we're looking for this suspect, and it's always in black and white, or it's out of focus. They do that purposely. And like, so maybe, and they always say, they'll attach, if you see this person or you have information, have them come forward, because they kind of know where these people are already at, but they put the out of focus video. I believe the councilwoman, like others, saw the video from the jump, and she saw all the real footage.
The different angles. She saw the different angles of it. Not just the cell phone footage, but from afar, from up top, from the side.
Yep. Yes.
And so that made her react this way. Like, I saw the whole thing. Now that I get the whole story, they begged.
And the file after that, after it started trending, what she said, she kind of backed up on that same energy that she was on IG with.
So here's the question. Do you think as a councilwoman that she was wrong to actually come on social media and do this?
Clearly
she was wrong. What about you, Queen?
Because she's not ready to stand 10 toes down on it.
What do you think, Queen?
I think it's a lot exaggerated. Although I would definitely, from the bottom of my heart, understand how it's heartfelt, especially as a Black woman, and to know how we honestly have been treated, as far as the whites, Caucasians, the police department. But that did not call for a beg to an extent. I mean, in the eyes of the law, it didn't call for a beg for everybody to jump in. Now, the man that slapped, the man that he slapped, had he retaliated and whooped that ass so bad, I would have been here for it, and I would have been hands down. But everybody else jumped in it, and I think they jumped in it because their emotions went before anything else. And it was the emotional part, and I can't go along with that. And when she say beg, that was a different type of beg. That wasn't the type of beg where I'm beating you up because you hit me. It was a whole conglomerate of people jump on these people, and it went a little bit too far to say the word beg. Unless there's more videos.
Yes, that's from what I have heard through rumors. These Russians were walking around. The biggest deception is that everybody there on a Friday night was actually going to that jazz concert. No, none of them were they weren't at any jazz concert. We can clearly see that. And I would say that these fellas were cruising for a bruising. They were looking around, trying to pick the right ones. And the whole behavior of when they were trying to square up in the very beginning, I'm 62, and bleep, bleep. You could clearly see they were looking for leg room or trying to find more space so they can get this stuff popping on a one-on-one. And then for some reason, we see a different footage, and clearly they're near some cars or something. So this was going on for a while. You know, these guys weren't backing up. They weren't backing up. And the crowd started to see what it is. And the crowd found out what it was, that these fellas were antagonizing enough. You know, clearly they were trying to move around to look for some space. I'm 62. What would that mean, that part right there?
Right.
And then say something explicit like the N-word, which was bleeped out. So maybe he wanted another 62-year-old or something to square up with? I don't know.
Right.
But clearly he wasn't walking away. He wasn't walking away.
So let's get into this. So based on her comments, this is the situation with the councilwoman where they're like asking her to step down. So let's watch.
Why did you post it?
David, when I first saw the Brawl, I was devastated. But then I realized that there was more to the story. And there was, which changed my point of view.
What was your point of view before, and what did it become?
Well, I had questions about why would they beat that man. I was devastated because I know that is not the way our community behaves. And my question was, why would that occur? And it was not long after that I saw the first half of the video. And the answer was, this man agitated. David, I really feel like he came with the same attitude as the people who arrived in Lincoln Heights, coming just in order to cause trouble.
The prosecutor is saying that the people who they are calling victims were out for a birthday dinner, and they were walking through this crowd, and words were exchanged. It looks like the Caucasian guy reaches out and slaps the face of one of the African-American guys.
Yes, that's what I saw.
Is that what changed your mind?
It definitely is. Up until that point, there had been no physical contact. But I wrote what I wrote because I do believe that it's like this, David. You know, in this country, we have freedom of speech, but you can't run into a crowded theater and scream fire. And for the most part, that's what this man did when he reached out and smacked that man.
So you know, they begged for that beatdown. Does anyone deserve that kind of beatdown?
I will say this: nobody deserves a beating. There is such thing as inappropriate actions, and there are consequences to actions. And that is what my post meant.
Thoughts?
My thoughts is this, and I'll turn the floor back over. My thoughts is, I feel like I feel like the plot was thickened for me. I don't feel anybody deserve a beat down like that, but I'm not gonna go into it as far as I would like to, because I'm gonna scour this case and I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna see whether I want to look at more. I don't want to just look at this little piece, so I'm gonna check out just a little bit because I want to see that video from all the different angles, if this out there, and I want to see exactly what happened. Because if this councilman is saying something else, that means there's more to these videos, and I don't want to speak until I see more. Number one. And number two, I also feel like I was also in Ohio. And one thing I could tell you about when I was there, when I'm training those doctors, and I ran into a couple of little towns where I had to go at and work at. And I can tell you, they wasn't used to my kind there. Now, they didn't treat me with any kind of disrespect, but I know for a fact they were not used to my kind there. So the people that are there, the people that lives there, what have they been seeing? For even the young lady, Amora Lex in the chat, she even said they act certain ways in Ohio where they like to trigger you, where they like to nitpick with you, where they act they like they claw at you like that. And then when you react, when you blow up, see stuff like that, you got to be careful with that type of behavior. So before I get deep into it, I have to see the rest of the video, because this councilman, I don't feel, she sounds like she's a very fair person. And I don't feel that she changed and made that decision for no reason. So what is really going on in that state for people to feel like they had to jump on these people? Is it something they've been used to? Is it something they got tired of? Were they being picked on? I don't know, because that's not enough video for me to see.
My perspective on this whole entire thing is that Ohio has an immigration issue, an illegal immigration issue. And if the truth was out that there was Russians that were not just manipulating votings, but they had Russians on the ground and they were out there to instigate a racial situation. Yes, they're Russian, but clearly the American perspective and the media's perspective on sensationalizing it would be something more weaponized and effective on how to stir up
the pot,
racial discord and violence.
Well, I want to show the rest of this thing, because you see that they're like questioning this this councilwoman. Watch when you see how far they go with it. It's gonna blow your mind. Watch this.
Also said that you're grateful for the whole story. What did you mean by that?
Right. My question was, why would the community, why would a crowd of people jump on somebody like that? And then when I viewed the entire video, I discovered why. This man agitated the crowd. And David, some people may not like what I said, but I said what I said.
And you still stand by it?
I do.
So almost as much as this fight has received attention, your comments have received attention. Bernie Moreno, have you seen his comment about what you said? People from all over the country with a national stage are saying you should step down from your position because of those comments.
So what's your question?
Right. That's the safety.
Do you think you should step down?
I'm not going anywhere. No.
Why?
Why? Thoughts?
Yeah, I want to hear
Um,
why, because I want to hear what she got to say.
I mean,
yeah,
I mean,
everybody's up for re-election right now. Yeah. The police chief, they all see vacancies and positioning their career. And yeah, this is where it's at, you know?
Oh, so it's about the election. Oh, wow, that's crazy.
I believe, you know, there's
Because this
open
is my
seats.
seat. I come to serve. In this country, I have a freedom of speech. And, I am a grown woman. That night when I wrote on the internet, I mentioned that's the way I felt, and I'm not going to back down from it right
There you
now.
go.
In this city, we have worked so hard to build the kind of community where everybody feels welcomed and respected and expected. And I believe, just like the people who came to Lincoln Heights this past winter, that is an attack on our community. Now, nobody threw
DJ,
hands
move the
in Lincoln
comment.
Heights and Friday night in downtown. If the man had not slapped the black man, everybody would have gone about their business.
So I told you about the national reaction.
Mhm.
Your colleague, Mika Owens, came out with a press release. Have you seen that?
I have.
She says that she starts by saying that, you're a wonderful civil servant. Your service is deeply appreciated. However, making comments that inflame a violent incident is never acceptable.
I didn't see that part, David.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And so you want me to comment on it? I have no comment. She is, she's free to have her opinion, and so am I. And I'm not stepping down. And as far as the national attention that I am garnering, it's surprising because there's so much more happening in this world that needs attention.
Do you think that this entire thing has been blown out of proportion?
Oh yeah, indeed. Yeah, this is huge. They talk about the violence in Cincinnati streets, and we, as civil servants, we work on it. We pay attention to it. When someone is hurt, it hurts us. We take it as our jobs to do the very best that we can to provide an environment where people live productive and rich lives. And so when things like this happen, it's hurtful. I saw where our police department has been criticized. What I saw was our police department doing a wonderful job Friday and Saturday night. And so I just take exception to it, and I reserve the right to do it.
The police are calling the Caucasian guy that got beaten down a victim. Do you see it that way? Should he be arrested as well?
Yes, he should be arrested.
Mm-hmm. Aggravated
For assault.
Does it bother you that he hasn't been?
Yeah.
I believe that he will be.
Does it bother you that he hasn't been arrested yet when
at this point
3 others have?
Well, I know that that the police department is working on it. They're working as fast as they can, providing getting all the proof that they need. So I am.
They can't get him. He's in Russia now.
I am patient. I am patiently waiting.
Wait, he's in Russia now?
So if he's in Russia, guess what? They don't got no case because you need your you need a witnesses. You need.
So he went to Russia.
So
yeah, but they still have Holly. They still have who they call Holly, though.
Wait, so he went. So he did this, started the whole thing, went and then got over to Russia. Hey, welcome, Pan Mulattoism. What's up?
Hey, Pan.
Peace, family. Peace. How y'all doing?
Hey, how's it going? What's
I'm
your
doing
topic? What he went to Russia? I'm still like, what? Okay, Pan Mulatto. I'm sorry. I'm like,
go Pan.
Hey, and it'll be brief. To be honest with you, the reason that the whites are upset, and from the outright, you see my name is Mulattoism. I'm a mulatto, so I have no, I have no favoritism. I have no picks, but I stand on the side of the truth. Now, the reason that the whites are mad is because the blacks won this particular fight. Now, if it was the other way around, if it was black person that assaulted a Caucasian, a white, and the whites did the same exact thing and so happened to win, then the whites would say that the blacks fucked around and found out. FAFO. They co-opted our expression. They use it for themselves. If
Yeah.
that would have happened, you would see the whites saying that it was nothing wrong with what took place. But since the blacks won, that's why the whites are crying right now. And I have a question for the panelists who may be able to get me up to speed. Now, that white man that initiated the violence, has he been arrested?
Nope.
No, he's in Russia, apparently.
Oh, he went to
He's in
Russia?
prison.
This is what they're saying. I don't know what
This is how come a couple of them were able to get bond released rather quickly. They were able to post bond when they had their bonds was relatively high, but a couple of them are out already. They're out on bond.
Well, let me ask you,
But the key
have any of the
witness
whites
is
been charged?
Holly. It's going to turn into the white woman. This is
Have
where
any
they're
of the
going
whites been
to
charged though?
Wait, back up. Hold on. So they got released on bond and then they went to Russia, or are they still in America?
No. They never caught up with the agitator. He's a political race agitator. He fled to
So
Russia.
is that true? Like, have they been able to like prove that he's a race agitator?
First of all, it's clear that they're all Russian white. They're all Russian, and they can't find him. And the Russian media, they're also looking into this themselves. They're have their part of. They are disgusted with this, supposedly. Yeah.
I think it's like some Russian weird stuff going on. What?
And then okay. So let me 1 minute. This happened on a Friday, Saturday. This is when a lot of the video came out. And then what you see, when you see more footage by Friday, this past Friday, is that you see that now U.S. envoys are headed toward Russia, and they're outside of Russia with submarines. U.S. military envoys armed with nukes. You can look this all up. This all happened, and then the same time, Maxwell was moved to Texas quietly. So this, I believe, is a big distraction. But yes, Russians are here, and they've been here, but there's some ones who are actively trying to undermine the societal mechanisms.
So all right, so people are out partying. They send the Russians out to start a race kind of thing. They send a few of them out. They call people some niggas. Next thing you know, there's a whole brawl going on. The niggas beat their ass, and then now people are like, "What?" And then so it becomes a racial situation, but really it's a Russian situation, and not even a race war. It's about Russians trying to. What the hell?
It's too late. Americans, we're all running with our own ideas. We see just black and white right now. It's perfect.
Well, please allow me to say this. And as far as what Reverend Green just said, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know any validity on that, but I will say this: if those whites have not been charged yet, it's our obligation as African Americans, even though I don't really like that term, it's our obligation to reach out to the district attorney and demand that charges also be placed on those whites since the blacks have been charged. And they were engaging in
Charge
community.
someone who's not in this country anymore.
Well, we can't verify. Hold on. We can't verify.
So the main guy that started the
You
whole
can't
thing
verify this.
is not here
Just
anymore.
look it up right now.
One
Take a
mic at a
minute.
time. One mic at a time. Even if he's not here now, that don't mean he won't be back in the future. So it's our obligation to get charges placed, or just say fuck it, let the niggas get charged.
Wait,
Is that the solution?
Pamela, no. If he was sitting here,
They have Holly
to like start some bullshit.
But we don't know that. We don't know that.
They have the white woman. That's all they need.
All right. Well, I guess the solution
so,
is, and I'll say this before I drop down because I don't want to take.
Hold on. Let's go into because I don't want you to leave yet. I want you to hear the situation with this councilwoman, because
because I
so
want to
now
see the whole video. I don't like to comment without that.
For everything to come out. I fully expect.
Been arrested yet? When
at this point,
3 others have?
Well, I know that that the police department is working on it. They're working as fast as they can, providing, getting all the proof that they need. So I am patient. I am patiently waiting for everything to come out. I fully expect for there to be consequences to the man's actions. You know, and David is too. You know, I don't celebrate the fact that he got beat up, but I also understand why he got beat up, and I believe he does too. I'm sorry it happened. But you know, there are actions and reactions, and it has seemed to me that he was looking for trouble, and so he got trouble.
Certainly, you could not be advocating violence.
By no means. You know, absolutely not. I'm not advocating violence. But you know, like with so many things in life, there are conversations that Black parents have with their children. You know, the one about if a police stops you, you make sure that your hands stay visible. Well, there's another conversation. And you never start a fight with a white person. But if they hit you first, that becomes a reason for all of the frustration and hurt and terror for of generations, historical generational pain to be released. And I believe that's what happens right now.
So, do you think that this is becoming a political football?
Yes, I do. And it's an opportunity that is unfortunate.
Right.
You know, because I mean, really, don't they have something better to do? We have so much more to do in this city than, you know, for them to pick at me. As long as I have been serving this community, my background, my record stands for itself. I have the right to my opinion, and for Bernie Marino and everybody else to pay attention to, like when I wrote 2 sentences. I think that they've just been waiting for something because we are a democratic city, and at this point they can't get in, and so they're looking for a reason.
Many people may have been thinking what you wrote, but to actually write it down in a public way, coming from a public official, I think has taken a lot of people back.
I see. I can understand that because I've never done it before. I think that, you know, a lot of people were thinking it, but they didn't say it. And I just did. It is what was on my mind, and that's what I said. I'm sorry he got beat up, but I'm also sorry that he agitated. And, you know, and I saw what I saw, David. They can make it political. I think this was this man going down there to start trouble. That was his intention, and that's what he got.
Okay.
I mean, it's just like I teach my children. There is a reaction to everything that you do. There are consequences to actions in life. And should that have been the consequence? Well, I wasn't there and I didn't cause the brawl. But I think anybody would think that is what would happen.
All right, thoughts about that?
My thoughts on that, I am going to watch I'm going to scour all of the videos that they have there. And if that's her opinion of it, I understand that she hold a certain type of title and position, but I don't see where she said anything that would have incriminated her title or position. She made her stands in it. She made a stake. She didn't suggest anybody go and beat anybody up. She made it very clear. I hated that happened. I didn't want that to happen. But why would that call for her not to have her position anymore? Because that's how she feels. Like, I don't see what she did or said wrong. It was a little bit too much. It was. However, that don't call for her position. I don't see where they beg, but I want to watch the rest of the video.
Yeah, so if anyone hasn't watched the video, all the videos together, or it kind of defeats the purpose a little bit, but not entirely.
Right.
Violence is violence, and there's a quote: "Don't start none, won't be none." American redneck proverb. Cruising for a bruising. American hillbilly proverbs. This is what it is in the United States. Overreaction. And race is a juicy, juicy topic. It sells. It makes money.
And I've been muted because I've been trying to search for evidence that these whites went back to Russia. I'm not seeing it. Are you able to post any links, at least in the back chat?
You can always Google right now, Russians at they were Russian.
No,
No
I'm
one's
not
just
saying
throwing
that.
this
I'm
in
not
the
saying they're
air.
not Russian. I'm saying I haven't seen any evidence that they went back to Russia after the
They went
fight.
back to Russia, bro. That's why they can't catch up to them.
Well, I'm
Holly is
asking.
okay.
No,
I'm gonna say this.
I'm not debating with you. I'm asking. Are you able to put a link?
Holly.
Are you able to
I'm not
put any evidence of
providing
it in the
any
back chat?
link at all. How, and you can take me as I'm not valid at all, but do your own research.
Well,
Also,
that's my
how,
point. Hold on, brother. That's my point. Let me complete the sentence, brother. Please.
no, I'm speaking,
Right now,
sir.
you're speculating,
I'm
brother.
speaking,
No,
sir.
hold
I'm
on.
speaking, sir.
Hold on. Let me bring
I
this
was
up.
gonna say this. Also, Holly, the news calls her Holly, but she is also Russian. They call her Holly.
Brother, do you realize you're making excuses to let the whites off the hook? You're saying, "Oh, we can't find them. We don't know where they are." Listen, if we can't verify that they
Read
left,
this. Read
put
this now.
charges on their
Read
ass.
this now.
Even if
Pan half breed. Read this.
Hold on. Several sources mention a Russian woman who was victim of the Cincinnati Brawl who returned to her home country after being injured. Other sources indicate that there were multiple victims and that at least one of the victims was knocked out unconscious, not a Russian woman, but one source states that the victim seen knocked out or cold was a Cincinnati native. Now, I don't know.
Exactly. So they all weren't Russian.
They're all Russian.
Well, according to your own source,
It doesn't
one of
matter.
them is
They're
at
white.
least
Their
not.
race is white.
So the point is this:
They're all white, but
I'm
they're
not
from
disagreeing with
Russia.
that.
They're
Brother,
from Russia. They're
I'm not
from
disagreeing.
Russia.
I heard
They're
your point.
all
Now
white,
listen.
but they're from Russia.
Are you able to mute up so you
All
can hear
right,
my
so
point?
New York Post. Hold on, New York Post.
They're all Russian.
Hold on. Watch. Hold on. New York Post.
Jeez.
Says the Russian woman was hospitalized with severe injuries, but returned to her home country after being arrested. So after she was arrested, they sent her back to Russia. So that's what happened.
All right, so one of them is in
They're
Russia.
all Russian, bro.
In viral Cincinnati Brawl returns home as attackers' family claims racist driving national outrage.
He's talking about the men. He's talking about
Exactly.
the
all Russian.
I'm not saying. Hold on. To the brother Reverend Green, are you able to mute up so you can listen to the point? I'm not arguing or debating about what their nationality is. I'm saying,
And they're white. Yes, they're white.
Hold on, brother. Are you able to mute up for a second? The point is this: since the blacks have been charged, we must put pressure on that same district attorney to charge the whites. What part of that do you disagree with?
None. I agree.
All right, you know what I mean? So, Reverend Green, you got to mute up sometimes and stop doing the devil's work for them. Really.
Wait. So one.
I think half breed. You gotta chill. You gotta chill, half breed. Don't trip.
Your
That's what
grandkids gonna be half breed.
that's
So what's your point?
that's
Your
what that's
your grandkids gonna be
that's
mulattoes.
what
What's
they
your
would
point?
love. They would love for everyone to start tripping.
Well,
Isn't
brother,
it ironic that the vice president spoke on this? Isn't it ironic that Vivek Ramaswamy in Ohio, who's also looking for the governor's seat, spoke on this?
But I think, but
this councilwoman can't speak on it.
I understand what Pan trying to say because I'm wondering the same thing too. What Pan is asking is nothing about the woman, the man that initially slapped the black man that had on the red shirt. Was he arrested? And the answer is no. If he is correct, that's what Pan is asking. Pan is saying we need to put pressure on the person that also did assault, and that's the why.
Well, he went to Russia.
They fled. I've said this multiple times. They fled. How you going to bring someone back? How you going to bring someone back from Russia?
Hold on, Reverend Green. Hold on, mute up, brother.
Apparently, what Reverend Green is saying is the person that did the slap is back in Russia. They're
We
all
Right.
No, we
Bruh.
heard that part. The question
He's
is,
saying, where
where's
is it
the
at?
evidence of that?
That's what he's asking. Where is it? Because if
Man,
he
go look it up, man.
well,
Violent.
no, it's actually in the
Actually,
news.
the Black Authority right now is doing this right now on his live. Look it up.
Listen,
Look it up right now about the
Can-
4 Russians. Look
And
it up
DJ
right now
Genesis,
on live.
DJ Genesis, allow me
hold
to
on,
have a
let's look
dialogue.
it up. The
That's
Black
sad,
But please,
man.
DJ Genesis, allow me to have a dialogue with Reverend Green right quick. All right,
Yes,
so I'm
sir.
asking you, what is the solution? Just to let the niggas get charged? Because that's what you're saying right now. Speak up. You black? Why you not standing up as a black man? I'm asking. Is the solution to just let the niggas get charged?
The solution is this. Put pressure on speaking that these people are not able to be found. However, they have Holly. What about Holly? Holly is here. Holly is a Russian, but they're calling her Holly. She is the woman who got knocked out. Clearly, they're flipping out about that mainly. She's got knocked out.
All right, y'all. All right. So I hope that they don't like get me on
They
this.
have a witness. They have
Hold on,
someone
hold
who's a
on.
victim.
Can we watch this
Supposedly.
video right here? Because
Hold
I
on,
want to see
hold on. I'm
the
not
man
like
that's
Damn.
trapped. I want to know where he at because I don't find anything either to say that he ran back to Russia. I see it where it says
Exactly.
late, but there's
Really?
nothing to say about the man.
Exactly.
Hold
So
on.
can we play this video?
Hold
with
on.
the-
I'm gonna show you this one because they're talking live right now about the situation. So
I
let me
told y'all, man, stop this bullshit, though. They're all Russian.
Hold
I
on.
don't think
They're
the question is
ops.
whether or not they're Russian or not. That's not the question.
Well,
Whether
no,
they-
that's important because if they're
It
like,
is important.
Get Ray back up here one more time. We'll try Ray one more time.
Hold on, are y'all saying Russians can't catch charges in the U.S.?
I'll give Ray a
They
few
can't be
more
locked
Man,
up?
Ray's not available.
it's,
and then we're gonna
do you know? Do you know what's going on right now? That the U.S.
No.
military. Do you know that the U.S. military is out right now outside of Russia with submarines,
Yeah, we
armed
heard that
nukes?
part. Did you hear my question?
Do you understand what's going on, homie?
Yeah, but brother, did you hear my question though? Can a
This
Russian
is
not
some
catch a case and
international
get
shit,
arrested in the
bro.
U.S.?
Pamela, what's the question? Real quick, hold on.
Yes, and this is directly to Reverend Green because Reverend Green is twerking for the whites right now. The question is this to Reverend Green, the booty clapper. Are you saying that since these people are Russian, they cannot be charged in the U.S. and be incarcerated in the U.S.?
That's not what he's saying. I think what he's
No,
saying.
he can speak for
You
himself
weird,
though.
bro. You
He's a man.
weird.
He can speak for himself. DJ Genesis, he
You
can speak for
weird,
himself.
homie.
All
You
right, but did
weird,
you hear the
homie.
question? Do you need me to repeat the question,
How
brother?
you gonna bring someone back from Russia when there's
You don't
war
know that
going
they're
on, bro?
gone, but you don't know that they're gone.
They're gone.
No, based
Brother,
on this
you're doing the white man's work for him.
Look into it.
Brother,
You weird,
post
bro.
the evidence.
Go look on Jason Black's put they're
So
gone,
basically,
man.
you're
They're
just saying,
gone.
trust me, bro.
They're gone. They've been gone.
Yeah, they're gone. All right.
Yeah, they're gone.
And that's the problem with black people. Hold on.
They're gone.
DJ Genesis, let me have a dialogue with the brother right quick. This is the problem with black men.
I don't need
Really,
a dialogue with
they
you.
booty clap.
I don't need a dialogue for half breed.
You make your point. I'm gonna make mine. Your
I don't need a
grandkids gonna look
dialogue
like
with
me.
a half breed. We
Your
don't even need
grandkids gonna
to
look like me.
go back and forth no more. You hold your point. I'm telling y'all not to overreact right now.
And your grandkids will look like me. What's your point? Your grandkids will be mixed like me. What's your point? They won't be black like you. What's your point? All right, so back to the
Half
subject.
breed. I don't
Back
want
to
to
the
be
subject.
traumatized with you. If you happy
Yeah,
being a
back to the
half breed,
subject.
if
I'm
you're
asking
happy
you a
being a
question.
half breed, be happy be a half breed.
You're triggered.
that
You're triggered.
supremacy is not going to be accepted. See, this is how you send a message. This is how you send a message to the world so that we can turn your nice evening to the worst vacation ever. You don't have to do it 15 damn times. You show them one damn time, you are all the way real. Everybody else gonna fall back on being and didn't know one another in the Meriwether been fighting another individual. Quote, it was not a black racist mob attacking people, Fox said. These were separate fights that were triggered by racial slurs that ultimately poured gas on it. Okay, ma'am, have you learned your lesson? Have you learned your lesson, ma'am? To require prosecutor Joe Dieters to release video of Officer Ray Tensing's shooting of Samuel DuBose. Nope, you still can't defend yourself. You still can't defend yourself.
DJ Genesis, with all due respect, do you have any evidence that they have all gone? Because I don't see why we can't put the charges on them too. That's the part I'm confused about.
You go find them, Halfrey.
Like, you see how triggered this booty
I'm
clapper is?
watching. Listen, he gave me
Uh-huh.
this channel, and this guy is bringing up the information. So it says woman beaten in Cincinnati, beaten
Uh-huh.
in Brawl, goes home to Russia. As attacker's family says people only care because she's white. So I'm just going on. So he told me to go to this channel, what's this called? The Black
Black Authority, yes.
right? So I'm just like,
So just so I'm clear, at the present
right
moment.
now, hold on, listen.
All right.
So this is live as he's speaking right now. So I
No,
went
sir.
back
I
in
understand that.
to see what he had to say about this, and he is doing shouts out to the Black authorities. Let's go.
They're telling you that if you're verbally assaulted, you can't defend yourself, and they lied to you and told.
Well, at least allow me to say
I'm
this.
not getting into the melee of it all. I'm just trying to find the information about like.
Yes, yeah. Just so I'm clear, at the present moment,
something to somebody.
The black man don't have no evidence that the Russians left the country.
No, Half-breed. It's not about no evidence. You're just weird, Half-breed.
Yes, your
just
grandkids
weird.
will be half breeds. Are you jealous? Did the light skinned nigga fuck your bitch? Is that what it is?
I'm not
Your
even
bitch like
tripping on you,
light-skinned niggas?
Half-breed. You're always gonna be a Half-breed.
Is
You're
that what it
always
is?
gonna be a Half-breed.
Your
You're
grandkids will
not
be. So
even a
what's your
man.
point?
You're not even a man.
Hold on.
You're a
You're not a man. You
monstrosity.
booty clapping for the whites.
Listen, you guys, listen. We are not gonna call each other names and half breed and all this other stuff.
It's all right.
You're a
He's triggered because
monstrosity.
he's hurt.
Not cool. Like, bro,
You're
we're
a
trying.
monstrosity.
Reverend, come on now. That's not cool. That's
He's
not
triggered because he has no evidence, but he booty
Man,
claps for the
listen,
whites.
listen, I'm trying to like look into what you said, Reverend, to look at this page about what was going on.
And we can't find the evidence.
Let's not attack each other, okay? Let's find the information, okay? Let's stop all that like personal attacks. All right, let's go.
Heard, even if it kills them. Those are the new rules. If you feel physically threatened, you have the right to use whatever means necessary because you feel physically threatened. Those are the new rules.
All right, let me go further.
Decades, Dr. French, Chris Wilson talked about that the gun represents supremacy.
Okay, let's go.
The Russians.
All right, let's go.
DJ Genesis, you're gonna be searching for hours. He should have gave you a
The whole
timestamp.
damn thing went up in smoke. And he's just the one that they caught and the one who said something. There is literally a mass contagion going on right now. All the white supremacists, the ones on YouTube, the ones on TikTok, Twitter, all of them are equally melting down because the video is out there, the visuals are out there. How do you undo this? This is a public relations nightmare. But they didn't even get one. Like in this whole, they didn't even smack one of the black fellas and at least knock him down or something. It was just a total washout. They didn't even clip one.
Exactly. That's why they had to keep showing that video from a certain angle of what happened after the fact to make it seem like they could have a talking point of, oh, it's the blacks again, they're being degenerates, they're being savage and everything like that. Like, no, there was a lead up to that. And when they show that part, then they try to come up with a whole nother narrative. This is very interesting. You know, they got beat so bad they fled back to Russia. That is insane.
Yeah, man,
that is crazy when you think about it.
They went ahead and booked their return flight right then. Okay, damn, wait another weekend. We're returning tonight. Well, hell yeah, because you've been humiliated about that. And of course, what happened after that is the first thing they start doing is condoning it. That's why these things are significant.
DJ Genesis,
Watch
this is about to be over a
You got
3-hour broadcast. How much of this are we about to listen to? No disrespect to you, but just
Well, I'm trying to find out about like what part of it.
What's your issue, Half-breed? I mean, are you? I'm free. Freedom,
Hey,
free my brothers and
listen,
sisters.
No, listen, we can't be
No,
calling.
Genesis, let me respond. It's all right.
Let's
It's
not
all right.
call
You
each
can calm
other
down.
names though.
It don't matter. It's all right. I'm not triggered by it. The point is, he's mad that my white ancestors owned his black family. So he's mad at me now. That's all that is. But back to the topic at hand, though, respectfully, where is the evidence that Russians left? That's all I would like to know. And this black he keeps claiming it.
I don't know where they get this from.
So you put this Half-breed on, and everything was
Like,
going
he's hurt.
Gucci,
He's hurt.
right? Everything was going Gucci until you have a pan Half-breed.
But did you hear the question though? Where's the
What are you
evidence that the
half
Russians
of? What's
left?
the other half of you?
All right, but where's the
What's
evidence
the
that the
other half
Russians
of you?
left?
You might be Russian. You
All
might
right,
be
but
half
where?
Russian.
All right, let's say I am. Where's the evidence that the Russians
Okay.
left?
Free
You
those
don't have it.
dudes. Freedom.
So you don't.
Freedom.
So you don't have
Free
it.
them. Freedom. Can you say free those people?
So just
It's
admit
on
you
your
don't have the
side.
Can you
evidence,
Now
say
you
bro.
have to
free
just
them
come out and
people?
condone it and say,
No,
well,
you can't.
just because we
Free who?
faulty
Free
you
your
doesn't
family? My
Free,
family already did
free,
that. We gave you freedom.
free them people
they
who
are
are
My
locked up
family
on
freed
this
your family
bullshit.
400 years ago.
Free them people who are locked up on bullshit in this video.
My
Okay,
family
Free
before
freed
them.
your
we
family 400 years ago. You
Free
still
those
mad?
people who are in this video right now. That
My
we're gonna play the video and we're gonna like stop arguing. We're gonna play the video. Stop it. Stop.
for white supremacy. That's what they're
Exactly.
arguing for.
If they
What-
was here, and thing is, if they was here to try to get be on a visa, they was like, nah, if we got to contend with this on a regular basis, you can cancel that.
Well, there's the other thing, brothers, that this is supposed to be America. Right now, you got damn me tension with Russia right now.
Yeah.
And just like in World War II with Nazi Germany, oh, yes, I'm saying that, the white soldiers sat with the Nazis in the mess hall in Europe. They did not sit with the black American soldiers. They sat with the white Nazis. And the support that you see
DJ
in
Genesis, we
America
wasting
for
our
these
time with
Russians going around calling your fellow countrymen, it's just words. She had your coon boots on.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find out
they
where
even had the one senator.
Yeah, he wasting your time with this, sis.
to
He about to have you searching
with
for a needle in a haystack that's not even there. Really,
I'm
he
trying to
has no
find where
evidence
they
that
like
they left.
prove that they were Russian people. Like, is it in here? Can you tell me where I could find that these people were Russian, or is it like?
see, the clear thing is you got to go watch the whole video, and clearly, in the when they're out in this, when they're in the streets, when they're in the streets, it's clear they say these Russians are messing with us right then and there.
That don't mean that they left, bro.
They
Bottom
left.
line.
They
So when
fled.
hold on. When the
Free
whole
those dudes. Free those dudes right now. They
wait,
don't need
so
to be in jail.
guys, when the whole thing was going down, they were saying the Russians were messing with them. Is that what they said in the
Yes.
video? Okay.
In the videos
Queen, go
as
ahead.
well.
Queen, go ahead.
What I want to say is, whether it's understood or not, I think it depends on who you're talking to, because as you can hear, I keep asking the same questions. When I'm talking about something and it's really serious business to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, I get very, very, very tedious. I get technical, I get inchwormy. I like to thread something with a fine tooth comb to where even air can't fit through it. It got to be tight. So when I'm looking at this, I can understand what Pan is saying, because before I can make an objective call on it too, I truly want to know what happened to the Russian man. I understand what we're saying about the woman. For me, I do want to know, where is the Russian man? I want to see where it also say that this Russian man left and went back home, because if nothing is telling me that this Russian man left and went back home, I want to know why have charges not pressed against him? Because if all of them going back to Russia, I don't know what rights they got once they go back to their country. So if y'all already gone, what are we planning on doing with these legal Americans that are here and they're facing charges and you're not around? You still need to be able to take the stand. And before you take the stand, I want to know what happened to the Russian man. Where is his charges? Were anything picked up? And according to the lady, there has not been charges pressed against this man, but she also didn't say where he's at either.
Exactly.
Reverend Green, can you tell us where we could find out the information of the other Russian nationals that was the one that started? Is there like a news article, or can you please send that to me or whatever, so I can like present that?
Please
Because
start digging.
when we first started like the show,
Please start digging.
So just say you don't have it, bro. You're wasting time, black man.
Please start digging.
Stop booty clapping for the
They
whites,
scrub
bro.
the internet all the time. Please start digging.
Brother, you're booty clapping for the whites right now, bro.
Hey,
The
DJ,
point
can
is they
you
need to be charged.
play the news
That's the
thing?
bottom line.
The news thing that I have in the back, it shows different angles through the whole thing. It's like a 6-minute video, but it shows kind of like all angles of what went on.
They're scrubbing the internet. They're scrubbing the internet. They're sanitizing the internet right now.
The only person I see as a Russian national in the situation was the woman that was beaten to death. or whatever, like or
And
halfway.
for me, I don't really care who it is. I don't care if they Russian, Nigeria. I don't care what it is. I just want to know where is the man that passed the first lick. That's all I want to know. Like, where is he specifically? Where is he? That's what
Can I
wanna
say something real quick?
I know Rebel said.
And I don't want to cut no one off, and I'm going to get off, please.
Now, come on now.
You see, the overreaction is what they won that part. All right, this exercise. If you look at social media, there's always these social pranks, and if you notice, these people who are playing these social pranks a lot of times they're foreigners. And what do? They play these hood pranks. They play these pranks in the hood to get us used to these pranks. They start fights in these pranks. Oh, I was just playing this prank. See the camera? This is not a prank no more. This was an exercise, a Russian exercise. And they want to keep this stuff hush hush.
It might have been, but we want to see where the man is at that passed.
He's in Russia.
No.
Where's the evidence of that?
Hold on.
But let him answer that, please. Where's the evidence of your
Yes.
claims, bro?
It says here, Montiaz Merriweather was the one who initiated. Who is that? Is he? Okay, no. Who is Montiaz?
No, I think that's one of the brothers. Merriweather. I think that's one of the brothers that got locked up.
So I don't see anything about the person that started it. It's only the black.
Exactly.
So
And that's the point.
I don't exactly know like what. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Reverend Green, where are you getting your information at, brother?
It's better to right now use DuckDuckGoose because Google's definitely and we're using Google is also
Can you
YouTube.
put the link in the back chat so we can
And
pull it
so
up?
if you use DuckDuckGo, that internet search engine,
Well,
you'll
can you put
probably
the
have
link
a
in the
better
back so we
time.
can pull it up?
Whole federal funding.
Use
I mean, I've never
DuckDuckGo
heard that.
search engine.
Because of a street fight?
Brother, can you put a link in the back so we can pull it up?
It's getting out of
Use DuckDuckGo
No, we
search
heard that. I'm
engine.
asking, can you put the link in the back
I'm
so
not
we can pull
doing
it up on the
nothing. I'm
screen?
not doing nothing for no half breeds.
Well,
Cut
you're
it
the one
out.
that's spreading this. You're the one spreading this misinformation. Just
Not
say you don't
doing
have the
nothing
link,
for
bro.
no half breeds.
You're triggered because a light skinned nigga
I'm
fucked
not
your
doing
bitch.
nothing
You
for
still
no
mad?
half breeds. That's crown slavery.
Just
Yeah,
say
you
you don't have
proud
the
of slavery.
information, brother.
I'm not doing nothing for any half breeds.
Why are you so triggered, brother? You acting effeminate right now.
I'm not doing nothing for any half breeds.
All right, brother. Will you do it for your black listeners that's listening right now? Your black people?
They can go to DuckDuckGo and they can do the research
So
themselves.
you won't do it for the blacks neither, huh?
Go to DuckDuckGo search engine.
All right, brother. Just mute up, brother, or leave like you said you was gonna leave, brother. Fuck you.
Use DuckDuckGo, everybody. It's better than Google at this time.
All right,
All right.
brother.
Google's
You're
is hiding a
laughable,
lot of
brother.
things, a lot
You're
of internet
laughable, brother.
searches. Go to DuckDuckGo.
And just
Go
so we can take a quick
use
survey of the panel.
Use Yahoo too. Yahoo search engine as well.
Watch this. It's 4 people on the panel. None of us are able to see any of the information that your black ass claims to have. So either
I'm
you
not
lying,
tripping. I'm not tripping on any half breed.
or you're a secret
I'm
agent.
not
Which one is
tripping on any half breed.
it? What about the black panelists? They ain't find this shit neither.
I'm not tripping on any half breed.
What about the black women on the panel, the black queens? They haven't found your claims substantiated either. You bitch ass nigga.
I'm not tripping on any half breed.
All right, brother.
You steadily trying to have a date with me. I'm not
You're
tripping
gay.
on any half breed.
We don't want to hear your gay fantasies, brother. We asked for
You trying to have
evidence.
a date with me?
Bro, stop flirting
You
with
trying
me.
to
Let's
have a
move
date
forward.
with me or something?
All right, you're gay, bro.
You trying to have a date with me? You some queer half breed. You know that.
All right, so okay, listen. So I'm on DuckDuckGo and I don't see anything about Russian.
Thank you. We don't see it, you bitch nigga. So where's the link?
Just keep searching. Use
I'm
DuckDuckGo. Use DuckDuckGo. You still on Google? I've been said use.
Listen, no, sir. I'm on.
Okay, okay. You are. I see it. I see you're on DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I'm following your directions. No, it did not start. It said no. The Cincinnati Brawl did not start with the Russian people. It involved a group of individuals, including a woman identified as Holly, who was attacked while trying to intervene in the fight. The issue to draw attention to his violent nature and the racial. Blah, 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 blah. So even DuckDuckGo is saying it was not Russians. there's no evidence to suggest that Russian people or Holly initiated the brawl.
Exactly.
Interesting. There's no evidence that no one initiated the brawl. Wow.
Sir, this is DuckDuckGo. You told us to go to
I understand. I know. So if you're reading this and you've seen the video, so none of them initiate the brawl?
Reverend Green is a black ass lie. Let's move forward.
All right. So all right. I don't know exactly. You told me to go to DuckDuck. I'm following your lead on this.
Yeah.
Now, we do have the one
Where's
guy
the link
here.
at, nigga? Please.
We do have this guy that's talking about this, so maybe he knows something else. I don't know.
Can you bring up the video that I already got down there?
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, let's get to the real evidence. Reverend Green don't have none. He's a bitch ass nigga, man. Let's move forward.
I know you're a half breed and you want to have a date with me.
Let's move forward.
You probably want to
let's
puff
move
on black
forward. We don't want to hear
penises.
your gay fantasies, brother.
I know
please.
you love black
We don't
men.
want to hear your gay
I know
fantasies.
you love black men.
Pick your
You
Bible
love
up, brother.
handsome
More
black
questions
men.
about their response to that viral fight downtown. We obtained this new video that gives us a fuller picture. We see more of what happened before and after that clip that spread across social media. As WCPO 9 News reporter Jay Shakur explains, in what looks like now two separate fights, race played some sort of role.
For the first time since that viral fight last week here in downtown Cincinnati near 4th and Elm Street, we have new video of the moments before and after this viral clip. This video gives us a different angle. You can see an altercation involving two people throwing punches at each other with others surrounding them.
Oh, y'all almost made it with no drama.
Today, for the first time from an official government podium, leaders like Pastor Damon Lynch acknowledged more detail about what allegedly happened between these two men.
Two combatants, one black, one white. The black man steps in, breaks it up. The white guy re-engages, slaps, not the black man that he had just squared up with, but slaps another black man. And nobody's asking, why didn't he just walk away?
In this new video from a distance, you do see someone attempting to break this pair up. During this portion of the brawl, another man you can see in what looks
Okay, whoa. Now, from where I see it right here, somewhere up in there, I just see where the guy that had the black shirt on in the original video, he was the one that was actually going back and forth with the man in the red shirt. So the man that even slapped him didn't even have a damn thing to do with it. Let's play it back and look.
Good point.
Look right here. Right here.
during this portion of the
Hell no. So even the man in the black shirt, he need to have charges against him too. The guy in the red shirt was actually arguing with the man in the black shirt, but the man in the white shirt is the one slapped him.
Exactly.
To this story. No. I have to see this. I will have to see the whole thing before. It don't work like that. You got
Please do.
Hell no. You got to be careful. And if this man, whatever, if they from Russia, I want to see the proof they going back. Not if they from Russia. I want to make sure they going back to Russia. And is that the only reason why there have not been charges pressed? That's what I think. That's what Pan is trying to get at. You got to tell me they all the way going to Russia. I want to see they took their ass back to Russia, because if they still in the United States, they need to scour that ass like they looking for illegal immigrants.
Exactly. You can see in what looks like a gray shirt ends up apparently knocked down in the middle of the street.
Hell no.
From this video WCPO has, it's unclear how he got there. He appears to be down near where the man in the white shirt who was fighting earlier in the viral brawl is now kneeling. In this altercation, the man in the middle of the street begins engaging with a couple of other people who appear to be kicking at him. He gets up, continues arguing with the man who attempts to throw punches.
Now, this part right here, yeah, I'm glad I'm controlling this. This part right here, this kind of pissed me off too, because it pisses me off because I want to know why this guy in the gray shirt, as much as the man keep trying to walk away from him, why do he keep coming like he's initiating, like he's instigating, he's antagonizing this man, and the man throwing his hands up, but he's steady walking back. He's antagonizing this man.
Eventually, this pair is separated, and this man shouts the N-word.
He's still following him. What?
Exactly.
I didn't do it.
Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Thigi says police have talked to the man in the white shirt who engaged in the most viral portion of this brawl, but he retained an attorney.
He is represented by counsel. The investigators are aware of that. They spoke to his counsel before they went down to see him, and the counsel said no. He did not want the police talking to his client, so therefore we have not had a conversation with him yet.
And I'm looking at this, and here's my problem with this goddamn story. These black people don't look like they just out there initiating racial. No. It's more to this damn story. These people antagonize these men. They antagonize that goddamn community. And I want to know what made them think if they came there and they seen so many black Americans there, or whoever the color black they are, what would make them think they can continue to gear and antagonize and just do what they're doing to these black people, man? That's not right.
I'll answer your question. First of all, in the whole beginning of this story, originally they were saying this was a jazz fest. None of them were at any jazz fest. And then all of a sudden, and then it started from, this is a hate crime. And then it started to, oh, this is just a brawl. They were saying it was a mob. Now they're brawling. They're the media is trying to get us with what's going on into trying to antagonize a racial war.
But why are you saying the whites can't be charged, though? That's the part I'm confused about.
I never said that they can't be charged, but
you said they left.
You're saying that.
You said that. You said they went to Russia.
You are saying that. You are saying that.
You said they went to Russia.
You are saying that.
So now you agree they did not go to Russia?
You are saying that. What I am saying is, if these fellas cannot be found, they're going to use Holly instead. That's why they're focusing on Holly.
But how do you know that they can't be found, though, is the question. Also,
they may not be even looking for them.
They're only focusing on the black people that was involved.
Right.
Exactly. That's my point. So how do we know that they can't be found?
No, you know
they're in Russia.
How do you know that they're in Russia, though?
Look into it.
So basically, you just
roll your eyes as well.
You just talking out your ass.
No one here is going to be doing the services for anyone here. Look into it.
Play the video. Play the video.
And pressed officials today about why they are not taking advantage of one offer.
Ohio Highway Patrol will be taking over law enforcement on Cincinnati highways after an offer from Governor Mike DeWine to help with violence in Cincinnati.
We have to make the city safer.
Mayor Aftab Puraval detailed what state aid they'd accept at a press conference Friday afternoon. Thursday, I talked with Councilman Mark Jeffries.
Over the last 2 years,
who's wanted this to happen for a long time, saying it would free up anywhere between 4,000 and 6,000 hours of officer response time a year in the urban core.
So that's over a dozen hours of officer time per day that we can redeploy to our streets.
Jeffries hopes this opens the door to OSHP taking over Cincinnati highways long term.
Different case. That's not the same case. We're trying to find out.
It must have flipped on me. Hold on.
Yeah, it's about the whatever. I'm trying to figure out if
you'd be better off going to World Star looking for full videos.
No, this video.
We also didn't find shit on DuckDuckGoose like you suggested.
It's right here. It's right here. I might have flipped it over myself. Wait a minute. There you go. Okay, I did that.
Knocked down in the middle of the street. From this video WCPO has, it's unclear how he got there. He appears to be down near where the man in the white shirt who was fighting earlier in the viral brawl is now kneeling. In this altercation, the man in the middle of the street begins engaging with a couple of other people who appear to be kicking at him.
while we watching this, I'm gonna let it play. But I do want to say this too. One thing about Black people, whether people believe it or not, when we get dressed up, see, you got to go into small details of things. When we get dressed up, we feel like we clean cut, goddammit. And when we clean cut, we don't go out to get blood and dirt on our white clothes. I cannot see this man. He's antagonizing them. They did not get dressed up with the mentality to go out that night to attack 3 Russians. Something had to happen to inspire a whole community to jump on people. I don't really care what she have to say. I don't give a damn what they say. It's more to this damn story, and it needs to come out. I don't feel like this was hate crimes. I don't. They can spin it how they want to spin it. If it was hate crimes, to me, it was hate crimes from the Russians.
And Queen
by
Diddy,
next week,
I agree with you. And that's
by
why
next week we'll be distracted by something else.
Well, brother, stop booty clapping for the whites, brother.
By next
The
week
point
we'll
is
be
this:
distracted by something else.
you'll be booty clapping for something else.
By next week we'll be distracted by something else.
Well, you don't gotta repeat that, brother. We heard you. The point is this, and Didi, Queen Didi, I actually agree with you. That's why it's important that we reach out to the same district attorney and demand that charges be placed on the whites.
Yeah, that's not right. It need to go both ways.
Exactly.
And also think about it. Holly was able to go to some type of hospital, but you would think that these fellas went to some type of hospital, right?
But look how the black man, right? Look how the black man even trying to pick her up.
Right. How did she get that bruise on her neck? That's what I'm saying.
When I saw that downtown brawl video making the rounds on social media,
Turn it up,
I
DJ.
knew right away the story's being told all wrong. They're calling the bald guy a victim, acting like he was just minding his business when he got jumped. Well, let's get something straight. He started it. The full video shows him slapping and swinging at people. That's what set it all off. Not a random attack, not a mob. He escalated it. And then we have domestic terrorists like J.D. Vance and Hermie Dilling jumping in, trying to spout their law and order propaganda. Yeah, the guy got stomped, and that's brutal, but he's not innocent. He literally put his hands on people first. And I always find it interesting, these same kind of people like to say FAFO or play stupid games, win stupid prizes, except when the perpetrator is white. Because according to the media and domestic terrorist opportunists like J.D. Vance and Hermie Dillon, you're allowed to go up and cause fights and start trouble, and you're the victim now, as long as you're white. I mean, Hermie Dillon herself made it about race, when there is absolutely nothing from the videos or anything we know that says it's about race. All they seen was white person getting jumped. It must mean race. Don't let these domestic terrorists hijack and twist this story to fit a narrative.
You said social media and media distorted the content of what actually happened. What exactly was distorted? I understand that there was multiple views of the video, but exactly what led up to this? I mean, what was distorted?
Yeah, so I think by the irresponsibility with social media is it just shows one side of the equation quite frequently without context, without factual context. And then people run with that. And then it grows legs and it becomes something bigger that we then have to try to manage as part of the investigation.
A person can say the N-word, and that doesn't mean you can attack them from this way and attack them from this way and blindside them. That don't mean you get to take a man in the street after he's no longer a threat and not putting up a fight for you to continue to stomp him in an attempt to kill him. Ladies and gentlemen, the most worthless police chief that I've seen in a very long time. I don't know what she's trying to accomplish here. You know, it's funny to me that people get so woke and so scared of the melanin. At what point has the media or social media mischaracterized what we just saw? There is no justification of standing to her right. She's sitting there arguing, even if she said the N-word. A black girl come and hit her this way, person, and knock a woman unconscious. That's not the same amount of force. Word, but I put my life on this. If this was a mob of white men and women, and there was 2 black people, and a black woman appeared to look like she was trying to break up a fight, a white woman come and attack her, and a black man come in. A white woman come and attack her, and a white man come and sucker punch a black woman, knock her out on talk of context. Now listen to this police chief who's a complete disgrace, Mr. Talk.
Another topic I want to cover real quick. social media and journalism and the role it plays in this incident. And yes, guys, that's you. That is you. The social media, the post that we've seen, does not depict the entire incident. That is one version of what occurred. At times, social media and mainstream media and their commentaries are a misrepresentation of the circumstances surrounding any given event. What that does, that causes us some difficulties in thoroughly investigating the activity.
Oh. I can almost put my life on this one too. My life is online on this. I bet you $1 million when there's a police shooting on her involving her agency that she don't come out and say the same thing. When somebody posts an amateur video of a misrepresentation of what police officers are doing, I guarantee you she won't come out and say this. It's only because it's the mischaracterization of black people. I'm telling you. Roll the clip.
The last thing that
What's your thoughts, Miss Genesis?
My thoughts are that something happened. I don't know everything about what happened. We need to look more into it. I think that Queen is right. It's a lot going on in this case. I don't think that the senator should lose her spot because she spoke her mind at that moment. There is freedom of speech. I don't think it's right for the media to try to pressure her into resigning. I don't think that's right either. And I think that we need to not be divided so to the point where we begin to attack each other. And that's my thoughts.
I agree. I agree not to overreact. That's what they want. If Holly comes forward, and this is the funny thing, she was knocked out. How can she really recollect everything? You feel me? They have to free these fellas. They have to free that woman as well. Case dismissed. These are just charges, not convictions. But they're gonna have to drop that.
The sad thing is that they're all facing some serious battery felony charges, like felony.
Yes,
And so the thing. Listen, if I saw someone getting beat down, I would never think to jump in. So there's a certain level of whatever it is, for someone to jump in and begin to fight and start and begin to continue the whatever's going on. I mean, I get it. He punched the guy in the face, but someone else punched him back, right? Now that could have been the end of it. But then everybody else jumping in, that's where the problem is that but at the same time, I don't know.
I think where the problem come in
One fight, all fight. It's almost like some gang shit. Gang.
Mm-hmm.
I think
we all gonna fight now. So I don't know.
I think where the problem came in at is the whole story not told, because all of those people didn't gang bang them for no reason. There was some antagonistic things going on. Number one, I don't see where everybody that should have been arrested in this case have been arrested. Number three, I don't see where she should have to step down, resign, be given up. None of that. If she do, she need to get an attorney ASAP. And number four, I don't see where a case like this would cause us as Black people to be divided. So I'm not sure when y'all say we shouldn't be divided. I'm not sure when you say who is we shouldn't be divided, Black and white or Black and Black, because I'm sure the average Black that watch this, I don't see where we're going to be that much divided, especially if we can see this story in a whole, in a conglomerate. In the conglomerate of it, what really happened. We need to start gathering those witnesses up to say what happened. We don't even know if any of them Russians might have spit on them. We don't know what the hell really happened because the story is so entangled right now. I'm going to scour it, and then I'm gonna give my real synopsis on it, whether they like it or not, child.
So listen, we're gonna do some real research.
Yes,
listen, Reverend Green and Pam Mulatto, go ahead and we're gonna start with Pam Mulatto and then Reverend Green. Say your point.
Yes, and Queen Didi is 100% correct. And really, I would like an answer to that. When Reverend Green says we should not be divided, who is he talking about? Because the Blacks and the whites are already divided. Really. So why are you seeking unity with the whites anyway? That proves that you're a coon, respectfully. And when you say that, oh, they all went to Russia, there's nothing we could do about it, that's basically you saying, yes, boss, I'll let you off the hook. I ain't gonna do nothing about it. And you have to realize that that is a position that only a bitch would take, respectfully. Much love to the panel. Peace.
So I'm not gonna trip, and I hope y'all ladies understand clearly. If you play back, I never used the word divided at all. This was Queen Dee who just said we shouldn't be divided.
No,
I said this. I said this. We shouldn't overreact. They want us to overreact. I saw most of the videos earlier in the week, so I'm not surprised that things are scrubbed down. I think this is my issue is I should have been taking more screenshots. I'm not one of these people who tripping over this. They want us outside, and they want us to flip out, all of us, on some racial war stuff. It's that simple.
I don't see nobody tripping out though. This don't seem like a trip out to me. That ain't what the issue is for me. I'm looking for them to charge the right people. That's all I'm looking for. Charge the right people.
Well, I get what he's saying. He's looking for, they tried to create like a situation where we were all like just jump in and be like, yeah, and create a race war. And I know that this is not the first time that they've done that. So I get what he's saying. So they've been trying to create a race war for the longest. So they have done different things, and they've used Russian nationalists. They used people here. I mean, Cincinnati is a hotbed. The reason why is because Cincinnati has the largest KKK population in the Midwest.
Put everybody up. We looking at a pic right now.
Well, no. I'm saying is that Cincinnati has the biggest white supremacist KKK everything in that whole region. So like it's not that far-fetched to think that people would like try to create a scenario to start a race war, because Cincinnati is a very racist place. They actually had a whole situation every year where they like petition to put the Klan cross up right next to the actual Christmas tree at the mall. So Cincinnati is extremely racist. I'm not sure if anybody else knows this, but it's very racist. So to think that they would probably have like some people there that know that that's the place to go and incite some stuff, that is not very far-fetched. I know that because I've been living in Ohio my whole entire high school as a part of the NAACP president, junior president. When I got to learn about like what was going on in Cincinnati is extremely racist. It's very racist. That's why even when they like chose to go to a place in Ohio with the whole racist thing, they chose to go to that little town, like the little black-owned place in Cincinnati, and do that bullshit there because they know it's gonna incite something. So we have to understand that what's going on here. So we can't like be totally blind about what's going on here. Right? Am I right or wrong?
You're right. And I would like to add on for one more thing. In the beginning of my conversation on here, I clearly said this is some type of exercise. I also pointed out I see things in whole versus in fragmentation. They want us to see things in fragments. They can easily give us the 4K version anytime they want. They keep on treating us like little children. And when I say they, I'm saying the media, the anyone who believes that the American public can't handle the truth, right? Like we're little children. and little children throwing temper tantrums.
Right. So therefore, they know that they can like come in and antagonize us because we're the one. Bottom line is that Trump has got rid of like the immigrant problem. So now they have to incite things within our communities and within certain communities, to like get that going. The next thing it'll be us. Now it's we're the problem. We're tripping. We're doing this. So and he's right. We would probably lose because we're not prepared. We're too busy like doing throw them fans up or whatever the hell it is. Where them fans at? You know, we're doing that. We're not like actually getting like some real ammunition and doing something. We're doing the fan dance, okay? So I want to make sure that we realize that there's things going on beyond the fan dance and P Diddy and whatever, and that's the reason why I have my content I do is because we're past the fan dance. We're past them throw them fans up dance. We're past the electric slide. You know, whatever the hell new electric slide they come out with, we need to like realize that while we're up here electric sliding, they are electric sliding and grabbing pistols and going into like bunkers and all that. Grow up, guys. Grow up, everybody. Much love. And does anybody else have anything else to say? Like, finally,
I do. Right now, before it turns Monday, this is going to be an interesting week. The Democratic Party in Texas decided to take the strategy of fleeing to Chicago to prevent the relocating of Democratic districting in Texas. Right now, as we speak, and this is an interesting development. It sounds crazy, but there's supposed to be
part of the whole thing redistricting for
right
for Crockett and everything. Is that part of that?
Right. So they fled. They fled to Chicago to prevent the voting for the redistricting. Correct. It's gonna be an interesting week. There's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a new distraction. Trust me.
So, what do you think about the redistricting of Crockett? What do you think is going to do with the whole house?
My thing is psychology, like human behavior, and I would think that this is an interesting strategy for the Democratic Party. I think they could be successful on this, especially if California does something similar and other people do formation. The other Democratic states do something very similar. But we can't be distracted to the extent look left, look right every damn week. But I didn't come on here to start a fight. But I will say we can free those people. I don't think anyone like my detractor Pan Mulatto was able to say free those guys. He was steadily trying to say everything else but that. I saw enough information. Free those guys. Free them right now. Cut them loose. Can anyone on here say that?
Yeah, free them guys. All right, Queen, next thing.
I guess I'm gonna end it on that because I have my own set of difference of opinions here, and in a sense of me going into it until I scour this whole video, nobody can divide me. The only person that can divide me is me and my eyes and how I see things and feel it. And if there's division, then that means whoever's being divided, they on the wrong side of the law, if you ask me, because I don't get divided that easily. And I like to look at the nit and crannies, and I don't see how you can ever resolve anything if you don't nitpick through it. And I'm a nitpicker. I'm a real bad nitpicker. So when I ask little small questions, it may not be a big deal to some, but to me, it's what decides the outcome of my cases. and I'm gonna be very tedious and nitpicky and I'm gonna scour it because I don't see what the division would be. If cases come up and you got to be divided, that means you got to be a strong person to be able to work on one thing in more than one light. But you also get to keep your hands to yourself in a lot of ways too. You don't get to come and spit in my face and then decide how I hit you back. It's just a lot more to this story. And I would like to take my time and I'm gonna scour it and I'm gonna find out exactly what it is, because I got enough energy to work on more than one thing at a time. And that's just it for me. I still don't feel like she need to step down. I feel like she said what she said and she need to stand firm like she doing. And if she need the community to back her on what she said, then that's what needs to happen. I'll mute on that one.
I'm sorry, guys.
Stay tuned.
Listen, y'all. This has been a great live.
Just nice.
Thank you. We're out of shape and mentally dead. We would lose in a battle. We would lose. Well, let's not be losers, y'all.
That's
Shout
defeated
out.
talk.
Yeah, we
Well,
can't be
nothing-
defeated. We cannot be defeated. Much
I
love
know.
to everybody. Shouts out. And listen, this is the money mantra. Even though right now it seems like money might be a problem, I want you guys to listen to this mantra. And, if you can, replay it. Much love, guys.
I am blessed to make money, money making money, money making money, money making money, money making money, manifest making money, money making money, money making money, money making money. I ain't stressed, making money, money making money, money making money, money making money. Gratitude is my attitude. I'm making